Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking some of the myths and misinformation that you hear about GLP-1s so often, and we are going to tell you what's fact, what's fiction, and just break down some of the biggest myths surrounding GLP-1 medications and those misconceptions that come along with it and the fear mongering. So here we go. Before we even get started, let's talk about what a GLP-1 actually does. It slows down your digestion. And in doing that, it's going to make you feel full longer. It's going to make you feel satiated. It's going to help with those hunger cues from your stomach to your brain, which a lot of us who deal with the disease of obesity don't have. And it's going to control your insulin levels. And so you don't have those major spikes that also cause uncontrollable hunger. There's so much that a GLP-1 is doing for your body. And to be honest, I think there's still a lot that it does that we don't even realize yet. And that science is going to eventually be like, oh, GLP-1s help do this too, because we're still finding out that it helps with heart health and it helps with so many other things even before people start to lose weight. I know for me, it helps with my arthritis pain. It helps with inflammation. It has cured my IBS. So there's been so much that a GLP-1 has done for me that isn't really even talked about beyond weight loss. So let's talk about some of the most common myths I see every day when I'm talking about a GLP-1. And just a quick reminder, I don't give medical advice. I'm not a doctor. This is just me and my experience. And if you have questions about your GLP-1, you should always contact your physician and always talk through things with your actual prescribing physician. So one of the first most common myths is a GLP-1 is just a magic weight loss shot, that you're going to do this shot and all the weight is just going to magically fall off your body. And that's just not the case. You still have to do all of the things that you would have to do during normal weight loss to lose the weight. You're still gonna have to make healthy choices. You're still gonna have to be active. You're still gonna have to eat in a calorie deficit. There are still all the things that you're gonna have to do. The GLP-1 just makes it possible for us when for so long it hasn't been a possibility. The hunger and the cravings and the food noise was just too much before. And I'm definitely gonna have to blur out my dog's butthole. So with my personal routine surrounding, my weight loss, I've lost over 80 pounds. And for me, I've still had to make good and healthy decisions. I still work out. I still hydrate. I do all the things that you would expect someone who is losing weight to do. So when people are like, oh, it's just magic shot and you're cheating and you're not putting in the work, that couldn't be farther from the truth. And I think that is one of the biggest myths with this medication. Number two, everybody gains the weight back. Well, I've been on the medication for 2 years now, and I am in the same size clothing that I was when I got to my goal weight. And can you gain the weight back? Yes, absolutely. But you have to stop doing the things that you were doing to lose the weight in the first place. Now, it is a fact that if you go off the medication, that most people do gain weight once they go off the medication. But most of us who are on this medication don't plan to quit. I know me, I plan to stay on this medication indefinitely. I plan to be on it long term. It is working for me. It makes me feel better. It's doing so many things for me that are helpful beyond the weight loss. The food noise alone, just the freedom that I have to eat when I want, what I want, and to be able to stop eating, to be able to make better choices because I'm not constantly feeling like I'm starving. Those are the things that are going to help keep the weight off and help keep you from gaining all the weight back. Can you gain the weight back? Yes, but more people gain the weight back when they lose weight without a GLP-1 than they do when they stay on a GLP-1. Myth number 3, it's only for celebrities and you have to be rich. Y'all, if you haven't noticed, I'm not a celebrity and I am far from rich. I use a compounded medication, and the reason I do that is because I'm not a celebrity and I'm not rich. So yes, are GLP-1s expensive? Yes. Are they too expensive? Absolutely. But there are other options for those of us who can't afford the name brand medication. And I go through Fridays for my compounded medication, and I will put the link below in the show notes for you guys. So if you are trying to afford a GLP-1 and haven't been able to figure that out yet, you can click that link and see if you qualify. I also have a code, JAZZ, for $100 off, so you can use that code and get a discount too. So yes, is it expensive? Absolutely. But can you make it affordable for you? Also yes. Okay, I don't even know what number myth I'm on, but let's go with this one. GLP-1s are dangerous. For everyone, they're dangerous. They're just dangerous. And that's not the truth. GLP-1s have been on the market for over 20 years and they just haven't been used for weight loss. So there's so much research and so many studies that show that GLP-1s are safe and actually improve your health. Did you hear that? They improve your health over the longevity of taking them. Do they have risks? Yes. So does ibuprofen. So does Tylenol. And so do other medications. And a lot of these other medications that are over the counter have more side effects and risks than a GLP-1. GLP-1s have been shown mostly to help with a lot of the things that people are saying that they hinder. People are all the time saying GLP-1s are going to cause cancer. GLP-1s do not cause cancer in humans. They cause cancer in rats. Rats, y'all. And last time I checked, I'm not a rat. Thank goodness. So yeah, there's so much fear mongering. I've heard GLP-1s are going to make you go blind. And those studies that have said that GLP-1 is affecting your eyesight, has it happened for some people on a GLP-1? Yes. But the study's also flawed because they are using people who go to a specific eye doctor because they are having issues with their eyesight and they just happen to be on a GLP-1 like most of the population is. So those are kind of flawed studies. You could also say that people who drive cars are going to go blind because those people who go to the eye doctor because they're having trouble with their eyesight, they feel like they're going blind, they're also driving their car. So is that correlation or causation? So some of these studies are flawed and they're fear mongering, and there's just so much out there. Gastroparesis is another thing that people are always like, oh, GLP-1s are going to cause gastroparesis. Well, here's the thing. GLP-1s only have caused gastroparesis in people who already struggled with those issues to begin with. It was an underlying issue that the GLP-1 exacerbated. So there are so many things out there that are meant to like make you afraid of this medication that just aren't true in the big scheme of things. Do they have some truth to them? Yes, that's what makes them so appealing and so scary. But are they being said in the right context? And are you understanding it in the right context? Not always. Okay, I don't know what number I'm on, but GLP-1s are the easy way out. We kind of touched about this when we said GLP-1s are magic. They're not magic. They're not the easy way out. I have worked my ass off taking a GLP-1. I have lost over 80 pounds, and you don't do that easy. There's no way to lose 80, 100, 150 pounds easy. It's not easy, no matter how you do it. I'm just leveling the playing field that makes the things that other people were doing, like working out and eating healthy, I'm just making them work for me like they do for everyone else. It's not the easy way out. It's just me doing the same thing everyone else is doing, but now it works. So no, they are not the easy way out. They are the only way out for some of us. And I wish that there was a way that I could just shake people and be like, this is the only way out for those of us whose bodies are betraying us. It's not an easy fix. We're still doing all the same things that everyone else is doing. We're still eating in a calorie deficit. We're still hydrating. We're still going to the gym. We're still doing all of the things that everyone else is doing. The GLP-1 just makes it work. It just works now. So anyhow, if you are getting on a GLP-1 or you are thinking about getting on a GLP-1, and these are some of the myths that have you scared out of your mind to take the medication, I'm here to tell you, do more research, ask more questions, go to doctors who specialize in obesity and actually know the risks and the rewards that come with this. There are way more risks to being obese than there are to GLP-1s, period. And no one could tell me any different when it comes to taking this medication, because it has changed my life and it has made everything for me better. It has helped my mental health. It has helped my physical health. And I cannot scream the praises of a GLP-1 loud enough. I truly believe that this is the greatest medical discovery that we will see in our lifetimes. So with that being said, I do have an ebook. So if you go to glp1-life.com, You will be able to get my ebook if you're thinking about starting a GLP-1. It's going to give you everything you need to get started. It's going to give you all the tips and tricks that I knew and I did and I found out along the way. And that is going to help you have the best experience on a GLP-1. So if you want to download that ebook, go right ahead. And make sure that you subscribe and like the YouTube channel, because that's how we grow and that's how I keep spreading this message. So until next time, see ya.